The three companies that we run are Boyan Staffing, which deals with employing nurses and non-skilled services at home. And then we run Chams Real Estate. So we buy some not very good homes. We just recreate them a little bit and we sell. Sometimes you may make even double the money, just like that. Then we do run another company known as Boyan Staffing. Is that the one I said? We have Chams Home Care. So Boyan Staffing deals with skilled nurses. So we partner with people who are looking for work. We go to hospitals and present to them and let them know what we can offer. And so nurses who want locum work or a day or to work as PRNs or even sometimes permanent, we work with them. They come in, register with us, and we fill them to those various hospitals. Now, the easy part about this, you don't have to starting did I just go ahead of my presentation? Maybe I should go back a little bit. So let's go to the next slide, since he has decided we follow. Now, why do we invest in the US and on healthcare? I want to just give you that quick scenario. Number one, honestly, in the US, the market which is booming, real estate is good because we are working on that, but there is no money there. It's kind of like saturated. The easy, busy money where you can really make money while you are sleeping, or like I'm here, my neighbor there just saw I come in and he told me, hey, you're making money while you are here with us. And I said, that is the opportunity of using others to work for you, right? And so let's move on to the next slide. Maybe I can show that. Now, why invest in healthcare? The market growth value in 2024 is 135 billion US dollars. That is the market share in healthcare. Real estate does not, it's competitive, but it's not growing, it's stagnant. The healthcare is skyrocketing every day. That is where money is. Now the projected growth. In real estate, they have projected the US real estate growth will grow by 2.6%. You can imagine. But what about healthcare? 7% every year until 2030. That means the opportunities are actually where? And they're seated with us. Now, what is driving those opportunities? In the US, the aging population. In here, how many people are 40 years and up? Let's see by show of hands. Don't fear. 40 and up, almost 3/4 of this population. And if we step a little bit further and say how many people are 50 and above, you might be surprised. So what it means, we are having an aging population in the US. And many of them, like me, I don't want to be sent to a group home, right? So there is now a new opportunity. I have my home here in Delaware. I have a home in California. I want to be served within my house. So what do I need? I need non-skilled, number one, non-skilled services. Somebody to cook for me, somebody to wash my clothes, arrange them, somebody to walk my dogs, right, if I have one. That service, we call it non-skilled home providing service. Now, we Kenyans, we have an opportunity. You know why? Every day there are people coming in and they want work. Before their green cards mature, before their paperwork mature, you can employ these people. We call them non-skilled. They go to serve. Each in Delaware, I don't know about New Jersey. For you to send a non-skilled worker to a home, in an hour, we charge $60, right? Now, how much do you think we pay the person who is serving? When we are very nice to them, it's about $20. All right? But you end up pocketing how much? No, we are not stealing. All right? We are in business. We are not running. Okay, we are coming to the charity part. But before we get to the charity, we're talking about business. So, you're sending a Kenyan who's come over because they're looking for work, and you are helping them also to, start up. In the startup, they don't have any experience, anything. You just train them on how to do the daily living activities, right? And that one needs no rocket science. You train these people, 2, 3 of them. You have your agency, KEBS, home care, and in that agency, they are looking for jobs. There are so many than the jobs we have to offer, right? So you sit down wherever you are. Some people are going somewhere making money for you, and you are growing. Easy business. Now let's come to the, now we've already said those who are aging, now they don't want to be sent away to group homes. They want to be served at home. Then what about the cost effectiveness? There is a business called as wound care, or vacuum changes and all that. Those nurses in here know them, right? As I said, my partner, who is my wife, should be able to address this. All you need to do in the specialized care, I'll come to that. I think let me jump. Let's now go, okay. The segments that I wanted to present today, I needed actually an hour to go through this. But I've decided because we are all hungry, the home care business, which I've said there is medical and non-medical. So the non-medical I've already described. Let's talk about the non-medical, the medical one. For you to run, how many people are here nurses? Just a nurse? Nurses, there are quite a number. Doctors, medical doctors, MDs. We have 1, 2, there are several persons. Now, this is another business. You don't need to go work in hospital. Once you have your certification, you can use that to have others work for you, right? So all you need to do, register a business, nurses who are looking for PRN works, or doctors looking for locum, or pharmacists who are looking for locum, they will come to you, you will send them to places, right? Now let me give you one scenario, it's so funny. A doctor coming in looking for locum, maybe they are on holiday here or whatever it is, they will come in and an agency, let's say like Christiana Hospital, which we work with, will pay for a doctor probably about, $500 an hour. But how much do you think you're paying as an agency? Probably like $200. So you are keeping $100 sitting somewhere, someone working for you. Easy business. So, but not as easy as it was. I'm saying it's easy because you can do it if you have the licenses, right? Now let's talk about the nurses. Right now, if you stay in a hospital with a wound, you are going to cost several nurses, not just one nurse for wound care, right? There are those who will give you medication, the CNA will come, the rounding doctor will show up, all those. So it's a lot of money. So what people have decided to do, instead of staying at home, in the hospital, people go stay home. Now you send a nurse to visit and provide home care. Now in that process, you negotiate with the hospital. The hospital pays you like an hour about $55, $60, right? You end up paying the nurse $30 to do that work for you. You have pocketed another half as you do your other job wherever you are. So let's use our certifications to grow ourselves, right? Now, on the same, I just wanted to say on that medical, there is another thing which is booming called, and it started during COVID, or rather it increased in value during COVID. It's called travel nurses. So you have your agency, you will send travel nurses. Sometimes the contracts are outrageous. A travel nurse, you can negotiate a contract to about $200 an hour, right? But you end up paying the person you have sent to travel about $100. So you are keeping another whole half for yourself. Let me run real quick. I know it's come to me, but you asked me to come and share information. can I stop here or I continue? Okay, they have said I continue a little bit. A little bit to me is about 10 minutes. Anyway, there is another booming business known as clinical trials. That is where I work. Now, for those who are doctors, psychiatrists, I think I have a friend in the house. You know, you run a clinical trials in psych. Every single patient who registers as a clinical trial participant, every single month you're making $10,000 to $15,000, one patient. So if you enroll about 10 patients a month, how much money you make? Sorry? More than 100, right? However, this is just on the services you're doing as a trial consultant, but you still be providing your professional as a psychiatric doctor and proceeding. So you're making some free extra income. And all that is required for you to be a clinical trials professional is a certification, right? Be a certified GCP, medical practitioner, or even a nurse practitioner. And by the way, I moved my wife from bedside nursing to go into clinical trials. And then she asked me, why did it take you so late? Anyway, so this information is what we sell because we provide it as a consultancy. But because of Chamwada, we are giving it for free. You can come by, I'll help you set up your business in clinical trials and make money there. But there are other opportunities that we can do as Kenyans. I've seen the Indians who stay next to me. They did set up an hospital in Pennsylvania, right? And I asked them, how did you do it? We Kenyans, we are known to contribute the small money, $100, $200 during funerals, right? Jersey is known to do very well. Delaware follows very closely. But have we ever thought if we could come together, that time when we are contributing to a funeral, we also put into a kitty for development, right? In only 5 years, we will have more than $100 million. Do you know what that can do? We don't need to go work in those other hospitals. Doctor, you don't need to go serve there. You will serve in our own facility. We will employ our own nurses, our own CNAs. We will do everything. So today I want to challenge you that we need to really dare this country. Not the way we are doing it in small spaces by ourselves. If we can be able to join hands. And I've sold this message to Delawareans. If we can join, guys from New York, guys from here, we put a fund somewhere and build our own facility and then employ ourselves there, make money from there. That is an opportunity standing with us. I want to run away from there. What is the next? Let's leave that one alone. Let's move to the next because we can talk about all this. Next, is there the next slide? Oh, I'm done. But before you clap, wait. I just wanted to take this opportunity to tell you, apart from making money in the US, and apart from starting these businesses, you don't even have to make money, as I said. Sometimes just having a company and make losses, it even helps your W-2, you know? And you have a leeway for 3 years to deduct all the losses and lower your taxes to as low as even you end up paying, well, before I started businesses with my wife, we used to pay taxes to the range of about $120,000 to IRS alone, right? But when we started business, we have lowered that down to about $45,000. What does that mean? You can charge expenses. Your W-2 will be saved, and you keep money to yourself. Now, finally, that is not it. You can make money and grow rich. That is not even enough. But when you practice the art of giving, not to just churches, but also organized giving back home. So we realized the way we came down to from that 100 over in taxes, coming down to 40 something, we created something known as Kebaso Foundation. Anyone has heard about it? Now, if you haven't, you will be able to go into the website. Now, Kebaso Foundation, we said we were giving money home, and that money just goes like a drain because you don't get a benefit out of it. But if you organize yourself into a 5013C organization, any money you give away, you deduct it from taxes. Are you seeing another opportunity? And this is one thing I would love us to even pick. Form a 513C organization. Because the same money you were to give to Uncle Sam, you can now take it away and give it as charity, and it will benefit people, our own, right? And still, instead of giving it to Akina Trump or Ikule to Ivo. Sindio? So please, as you give money home, organize yourself, make a family foundation. You don't have to make a group foundation because it has many things. Ours is a family foundation, but we call friends to come in for dinner. They also support us, and that does not run as public, it's family. So at the end of the day, if we've given $20,000 to Kebaso Foundation, the whole amount is deducted from our taxes, $20,000. You end up lowering your tax owing and yet helping people back home. Since we started in 2020, we've educated over 50-something students through high school and in universities as well, through Kebaso Foundation. So this is something you can do. Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you, Alex.